Okay, so today is December 15th, 2018, and I have found a plant that I've been wanting for a while. It's right here, and that's a pepper. It's a pepper tree, pepper plant, whatever you prefer to call it. But I've been looking for it for a while, and I'm so glad I finally found one. As you can see here, these are all the peppers. This tree is just right on the side of the road. So you can find a lot of these peppers pretty much growing wild. We'll go ahead and pick some of these. I'm gonna take all the redder ones here. There's even some here that have already fallen off. So I need to pick these up off the ground too. So I'm gonna put the camera away and start picking these up. So we are back across the road and we have all our peppers here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these home and we'll continue back at home. All right, so it is December 30th, 2018. And we're back at those peppers that we picked off the side of the road. So it's been a couple of days. So I'm gonna go ahead and prepare some containers. I'm actually gonna grow them in these cups right here. And I'm just gonna use the Miracle-Gro potting soil right there. So I'll go ahead and prepare some of those cups and then we'll get back to it. All right, so the cups are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and make a little hole for each of these little peppers to go in. We'll go ahead and set some seeds per, I'm going to put one good seed and actually one good pepper and some ugly looking peppers in each cup. So keep in mind, one of these peppers has multiple seeds, at least I think at least 5 seeds in them. So there's going to be quite a few peppers. If these do come up pretty easily, there are going to be quite a few peppers growing out of one of these cups. I'm going to go ahead and water these down and set them aside, and we'll pick back up with the update of when these little peppers come up. All right, guys, so it's Wednesday, February 6th, 2019, and it's been a little over a month since we've planted these chili peppers here. Not all of them have come up at the same time, so you can see with this one, it's doing a little slower than the rest of these here. But we did plant multiple seeds in each of these cups, and as you can see here, let's take a closer look. There are lots of little pepper plants. There's about at least 10 to 20 little chili pepper plants in each one of these cups. So we got to choose the best one out of 20. So I'm gonna have to set the camera down for this process, as it is going to be an important process. With this plant here, there only seems to be one that's bigger than the rest, and that's the one here with these bigger leaves. And I'm sure not all the seeds have germinated in this pot, in this little cup here, but at the same time, once we've made that choice to go with that one, everything else is going to be cut out. So even if we have other little chili peppers still popping out, we're gonna have to cut those out and allow the one that we chose to grow. All right, guys, so we're done thinning out our chili pepper plants here. So here's a closer look to what just happened. You can see down here where all the cutting had happened. All right, so today is Memorial Day, May 27th, 2019. And we're back at the little Tabasco pepper plants. As you can see here, they haven't done much growing, and it's been about 4 months. We have the other ones here on this side, which are a little bit bigger, but I really think that it's time for them to go into the ground. We'll go ahead and take maybe one of these. I think I'll take this one over to the farm, and I'm gonna plant both of them together. Just the way they are, and I'll let both of them go. So I'll see you guys at the farm. All right, so we're out here at the farm, and I just got done clearing the space right there. I just got a tomato plant out of the ground there. Right there. They're just wild tomatoes. There's another one here. As you can see, nobody's really done anything with the tomatoes. So I was just kind of experimenting to see how well this grow bed would do for those plants. So as you can see, there's some corn here, and here's a pepper plant. I have no idea what type of pepper plant it is, but I'm gonna put our Tabasco pepper right here next to it. So we'll go ahead and plant the Tabasco pepper right there. I won't be showing you this process. I'll just go ahead and plant it, and I'll show you what it looks like after I've done that. All right, so there it is. We've got our Tabasco peppers planted, and this is just the dirt that was out here. These are coconut stumps that I made the grow bed with, but that was just to hold everything together. So our peppers are in there, and we'll kind of watch this to see what happens, and if I see any significant growth, I'll go ahead and record it for you guys so you guys can see the difference in growing them in those Miracle-Gro cups and being out here at the farm. It is May 16th, 2020. We're back here at the Hawaiian chili pepper plant, also known as the Tabasco pepper, and it's been well over a year, so it's been a long time since we've been back to the pepper plants. As you can see, I have two of them right there, and they don't look too good. So we started off with, I think, maybe 5 or 6 of these cups, maybe more. I did, as you can see in one of the earlier clips, take one to the farm and planted it, but I haven't shown it to you, well, what it looks like right now. This is what the pepper plants look like right now, as they're still in the cups that I originally planted them into. As you can see, not doing good at all. So I didn't fertilize it. I've just been kind of watering it as I've been watering the garden area here. And you can see it's still alive, but it's nowhere near what it should be. The ones at the farm will show you what they should look like, and this is why I really want to plant my plants into the ground instead of growing in containers. Of course, if I were to fertilize them, they would grow at the rate that they should, but I'm not too savvy when it comes to different fertilizers. So I'm going to go ahead and take this guy, who looks like he's still alive, out to the farm, and we'll go ahead and compare the sizes of these pepper plants. All right, so we're out here at the farm, and as you can see all over the ground here, there are chili peppers everywhere. And this is why. This was the chili pepper plant that looked a little bigger. They're actually the same type of chili pepper, and I think they're both Tabasco peppers. You can see here, and here's the little garden bed that I created for it, as you can see here with the coconut stumps. The tea leaves here on the sides have gotten quite big as well. You gotta keep in mind that I think it's been over a year since these guys have been out here, and I didn't add anything to the soil. This is the same soil that was already here. No additives to it. I didn't add any fertilizer. I didn't give it any compost. Nothing actually. So they've just been getting watered regularly by the rain, and there's the trunk of the chili pepper that was already out here. It looked like a small little shrub at the time, and here is the chili pepper that I planted. If you guys don't remember, there were 2 chili pepper plants per cup that I had saved, and I had planned to cut one of them down and let the other one go, but it's kind of hard just by looking at it at the top. It's kind of hard to tell that these are 2 plants. As a matter of fact, there are multiple plants, but it's hard to tell that they're 2 separate groups when you look at the top. It just looks like one giant chili pepper bush. So this, I'm 6 feet tall, and this stands about 6 feet. So it's a pretty big chili pepper plant. There are lots and lots of chili peppers that come off of this plant. As you can see down here, they just keep falling off. But one thing that I've noticed is these chili peppers tend to fall off while they're still green, although I do see a red one there. But I haven't tried it while it's still green. We usually pick them and eat them when they're red. See, here's one here that is kind of starting to get red. But I'll try and separate the two right here. You can see the separation in the plants here. So, sorry, I'm all over the place right now. But this is the chili pepper separated from the larger plant here. Either case, they're huge. So they're about 6 feet tall. And like I said, I just planted them out here. I did bring some of the other chili peppers out a lot later. And from those same cups, I brought them out a lot later and I planted them in a different location. So we'll go over there and take a look at it and see how those guys are doing. All right, so here we are out at the other chili pepper plants. So these guys, I brought them out just a couple of months ago. And I decided to plant them here out by the papayas. As you can see, here are the papaya trees and they're a little tall right now. So they're definitely over 10 feet tall, actually closer to 15, but here are the Tabasco peppers. And as you can see, they're much better than the ones in the cups. I totally forgot to bring my my chili pepper in the cup out here to kind of compare the size. But I'm pretty sure you guys get a good idea of what we're looking at here. So this is 2, just like there are 2 in the cup. And this guy's kind of small still, and that is because he got run over by the excavator that was moving around here about a month ago. So I'm glad I got to save him. And he seems to be starting to bounce back. And I hope eventually he recovers all the way. But you can see there are lots of little chili peppers that are starting to come off the plant. Here's the other one that I had out here that survived the excavator coming through. And as you can see, it is doing great. So you see the 2 chili pepper plants right here. And keep in mind, these guys were over a year old already when I decided to bring them out here. So the growth was seriously stunted. And I didn't think they would make it, but I decided to bring them out here anyway and put them in the ground to see what they would do. As you can see, there are lots of chili peppers on this plant here, a whole lot of them. And I know for a fact that they'll grow to be just as big as the other chili peppers that we saw earlier. Once again, this guy here, you can see the size difference. I planted these 2 out here at the same time on the same day. And this guy's just smaller because he got run over by the excavator and miraculously survived. And I hope here within the next month or so, he'll catch up to this one here and we'll have tons of chili peppers. But like I said, I want to propagate this plant, so I'll be planting this plant all over the place out here. All right, that concludes the video on the Hawaiian chili pepper / Tabasco pepper plant. I hope you guys saw that it is very easy to grow this plant, and it's also very easy to propagate this plant. I've got chili peppers growing all over the place, but I still plan on propagating and planting some more of these chili peppers in different locations here at the farm. So the farm is roughly 5 acres, but the little section that I work with is much smaller than that, not even a 1/4 of an acre. So hope you guys saw. This isn't too hard of a grow. I started them off in Miracle-Gro potting mix in those cups. Even though they had been sitting in it for over a year, they still had a chance to come out and create lots of peppers. So I know a lot of you out there, as I state in many of my videos, aren't as fortunate to have it as good as I do out here. But you can kind of mimic this environment and probably get the same exact thing. So good luck to those of you who try to do this grow. I hope you guys learned something from this video. And if there's anything that you want to know about what I did specifically at different times, I try to show you as much as I can throughout this video. So there really isn't too much more to learn other than what you see in this video. But if you got questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll come back to you in the future when we plant a whole bunch more of these chili peppers all over this farm.